In just 10 minutes, your car's temperature can rise about 20 degrees. In 30 minutes, your car's temperature can rise 40 degrees. So on a day like today where we're going to be nearing the triple digits, you can only imagine how hot it's going to get inside. We've been showing people this is just one of the ways you can see this damage and see the power of last night's storm. You can see how this big tree was pushed out of the ground. Actually, we did a little experiment. So we brought out this bucket. I only put this out a few minutes ago, and now this is some of the rain that's falling off of this overhang over here, because you know what? I want to show you kind of how that sleet is sticking to a surface area. So here on this bench, you can see this is ice. This is just, it's not coming off. So, you know, if it's here, it's probably out there on the roads too, because the roads, they are slushy, they are covered in snow. And now that they have this layer of sleet on top of them, it's going to make it a little slippery. Let's take a look over here. Look at these roads. We've seen some cars out today, and you can see, yeah, you can see that guy. He's slipping just a little bit. We're along Freedom Drive, and if you take a look over here, there's a lot of slush. Now let's say it's cold outside and there's some frost on your car. So I have these snowflakes here to kind of represent that frost that could be on your car when you're heading outside. You know, when I left my hotel room a little bit before 5 a.m. this morning, I would say it was a mixture of snow and sleet, and now it's just snow. And I want to show people in the short amount of time how much accumulation we've actually been seeing. So this park bench is a good example. You know, you can see this has probably just fallen within a little under an hour. I first just want to show people, look at this mud down here. You can see kind of a lot of the rain that fell and how muddy it is out here. But I want to go to this roof too on this church. You can see that it looks like the wind blew off some of the roofing there. It's the first time in weeks. Members here at the 150-year-old Sandy Ridge United Methodist Church in Statesville
sing praises to the Lord, O His faithful ones,
are back in their pews for service.
We're home again.
The National Weather Service confirmed an EF2 tornado touched down in Iredell County in May. Here, you can see how the strong winds took off parts of the roof and even knocked over trees. The pastor here for more than a decade, Marcia Joyner, said then they're going to save it.
And with the love of Christ, we will repair it and replace whatever needs to be replaced.
Fast forward to July, and they did.
All of God's children say, amen.
Here's a side-by-side view. This is what it looked like after the tornado touchdown versus what it looks like now.
They were able to go back in here, and they put plywood, treated plywood, and then builder's plastic all over all of it. And they was able to restore it.
Joyner says everyone in the community came together to save this historic church where families have attended for generations.
It felt like we were coming home from a long vacation and being set free.
The presence of the Lord is in this place.
She says people who she doesn't even know came to remove the fallen trees and more, but she's not surprised.
If we found out about families that had had a catastrophe, like losing houses or whatever, fires, or because of sickness and unemployment, they'd jump right in there and help.
Joyner says the church will stand here for another 150 years, serving more generations to come.
I love you more and more and more.